Good evening. It's 8:30 Monday morning in Baghdad. The world's eyes are on Kuwait, but the events in Lithuania over the last 24 hours have partly overshadowed the prospects of a Persian Gulf war. For one Winnipeg man, that upheaval takes precedence over all else. NewsHour's Bob Clark reports.
There are 3 delegates from Moscow who are in Vilnius either now or coming there, meeting with Parliament.
With the Soviet Army in control of normal communication, amateur radio became the only direct link with the Lithuanian capital. Around the world, ham radio operators have been tuning into the sounds of one faint voice.
Well, he's an amateur radio operator who is set up inside the Parliament buildings, and he is trying to transmit as much accurate information as possible. The Soviet Army is attempting to get into the Parliament buildings, and of course, once they get in, he will be cut off. So we're thankful that he's been able to get as much out as he can, and there's been some gory stories that have come out from him.
The Lithuanian, who has identified himself only as Willie, says over a dozen people have died and more than 160 have been injured. Of those who were killed, at least one girl was crushed under a tank.
There was a report yesterday of a 3-year-old child being run over and crushed by a tank. Can you confirm that report?
I had that one last night as a 13-year-old, not a 3-year-old.
A 13-year-old. QSL, thank you kindly.
While reports of deaths and injuries are shocking to Canadians of Lithuanian descent, Al Sarauskas said he's not surprised to learn the Soviets are attempting to crush the Lithuanian independence movement.
Lithuanians for more than half a year already had a notion of freedom, that they're going to be finally free after those 50 years after Russian suppression. But now it looks like Gorbachev has no choice just to please the conservatives and army leaders to go back to Lithuania and take over it.
Sarauskas said despite whatever happens in the near future, Lithuanians will not give up their quest for independence.
So you will be able to pass that on also to John.
Bob Clark, CKY NewsHour.